I'm Sam, and this is Samazing Travels. Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm diving into one of America's favorite German towns, Helen, Georgia. Nestled in the Blue Ridge Mountains, Helen's main street is a replica of a Bavarian Alpine town. And this city is small but boasts one of the best Oktoberfests in the country. Here are my top 10 picks for your Helen itinerary. Number 1 is obvious, strolling through downtown Helen. Every building has that classic Southern German architecture. If I'm honest, Main Street in many ways is a bit over the top. It feels like a Bavarian town on steroids, but I'm all about it. As you make your way across the city center, it's like a grown-up Disney World, with countless shops selling everything from German ware to fair foods like candy apples and funnel cakes. The best thing is appreciating the amount of effort Helen put into recreating Bavaria's architecture. It's charming. When in Helen, it would be foolish not to try the German food, beer on draft, and German pastries. Now, there are a lot of different options in town, but these two are solid choices. First up, Hofer's Bakery. They're not just a bakery, they're also a restaurant. Don't be surprised if you try to walk in and there is a line out the door. The cafe is open only for breakfast and lunch, and the seating area is tiny. After living in Germany for about 2 years, I can confidently say that most of their lunch menu is extremely authentic. Not only that though, everything I ate was delicious. Breakfast, on the other hand, is not as authentic to German breakfast, but it is yummy. If you don't feel like waiting in line for the cafe, you're just as well off grabbing a few pastries from the bakery side of Hofer's. Another good option for German food and beer is the Heidelberg. It's tucked away in Helen's Main Street Square, but it's hard to miss the 3-story building. Long story short, the food here was fantastic. It offers everything from sausage to schnitzel and of course, German beer on draft. Number 3, while in Helen, make sure you get tickets to the Georgia Mountain Coaster. Although it is a little pricey, this kind of ride is common in Germany, Austria, and Switzerland. Very authentic and super awesome that there's one right here in Helen. Basically, either 1 or 2 people can ride per cart, and the coolest part is the riders get to set their own speed. I suggest don't hit the brakes and just go full throttle. It's clearly super fun. Number 4, challenge your travel buddies to a round of Alpine mini golf. What I loved about this, other than obviously mini golf is awesome, is the course also resembles a Bavarian village. It's a great way to spend an hour or two enjoying the outdoors in Helen. Minutes outside of Main Street, there are so many other things to do. My favorite is your number 5, ziplining at UNICOI State Park. Not only is it extremely thrilling to zipline as high as 100 feet off the ground, but you also get to be surrounded by the Chattahoochee National Forest. The views range from great to spectacular, depending on the zipline level you choose to do. I say go for all 3. That way you can enjoy the nearly 2,000-foot zip across UNICOI Lake. It was so epic. Number 6, pay a visit to Anna Ruby Falls, also located in the Chattahoochee National Forest. This is a must-see when you're in Helen. The hike to the falls is less than half a mile, and it's not strenuous at all. Plus, as you make your way up to the falls on the paved path, you'll pass a lot of lush woodland, rapids, and creeks. At the top, you'll see an impressive twin waterfall. The tallest towers over 150 feet in height. This area is also rich with Native American history, and you can't make a trip to Helen without going to Hardman Farm and seeing the NACOOCHEE Indian Mound. The mound is believed to be a burial ground for Native Americans of South Appalachian Mississippi culture. They lived in the area between 1350 and 1600, and a 1915 excavation found 75 human burials along with artifacts from that time period. The gazebo was built on top of the sacred mound much later, in the 1800s by a man who bought the land. Number 8 is also tied to nature, but in a totally different way. That's Tubing on the Chattahoochee River. During the warmer months, many different companies offer river tubing. The water is always cool, for me, sometimes too cool, and a great way to refresh yourself in the summer. Plus, who wouldn't want to enjoy the scenery of the surrounding mountains and forest while casually floating on some river rapids? Number 9, the NORA Mill Granary. Oh my God, this place has been in operation since 1876. It feels so old school, like traveling back in time. Freaking awesome. To this day, the mill grinds and produces all kinds of corn and wheat-based products like grits and pancake mixes, which can all be bought inside at the country store, along with jams and a bunch of other things. On the weekends, they offer free samples. Don't miss it, catch me there. Number 10, time to chill and enjoy some of Georgia's locally produced wines. If you didn't know, this region produces Georgia's best wines. So what better way to spend an afternoon than at the Havisham Winery? They offer a wine tasting for just a couple bucks. Wines range from dry to sweet whites and reds, as well as a few sparkling wines. Bottles of your favorites can be bought on site, plus their sister winery, Creekstone Winery, is just a few minutes down the road and it boasts a great view of the mountains. Plus, it's open later and offers live music in their tasting room. There you have it, the top things to do in Helen, Georgia. The best part, this town is so quaint, you can tackle all, if not most of this stuff in a weekend. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Share your thoughts in the comments or questions if you have them. Share it with your friends and make sure to subscribe to S'mazing Travels for more travel tips and things to do, plus cooking recipes, cooking Cuban if you haven't checked it out. It was awesome having you guys here. Now get out of here and go explore.